Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. Just as a quick video on some news, what's going on tech right now. So the Essential phone is done. The first iteration of the Essential phone is done. And I'm kind of surprised that they, dropped it off so fast. It's kind of weird that they say, hey, we're done with the Essential phone, but we're making another model. That doesn't make sense. So Essential released an official statement online today saying, hey, we're finished with, the Essential phone 1, but we're moving on to our next mobile venture. So are they making a phone or what are they doing? You know what I'm saying? So I think it's kind of strange that they decided to just stop the Essential phone. I'm sure they probably lost a lot of money with the Essential phone, but at the same time, you can't give up on your project. I hate to see people stop working on their projects that they have, and I hate to see people give up on their projects, because the Essential phone is actually a really good phone. I don't use it regularly. I don't use it hardly at all, and I've pretty much stopped doing videos on it. Even though it was a killer deal at from the 220 Club, shout out to the 220 Club. It's just one of those things that, Essential is kind of losing the following that they deserve, if you will, because the Essential phone is a sweet phone. It's kind of one of those phones that's ahead of its time. It just had a couple of flaws, and they pretty much capitalized on that and fixed everything, to me, if you would call it a flaw. The cameras are good, is what everybody complained about. It got Android updates long before several other phones did, and it is just an all-around great phone. So I'm curious as to why they are choosing to take the route of, we're just going to stop doing it. And then the generic statement they put out, we're going to, we've sold out of the Essential phone PH-1. We will not be replenishing any of that inventory, and we're just going to support you with accessories. There's a lot of things that comes along with that. They didn't bring out all the accessories that they said they were going to bring out, so that kind of got a frown from a lot of people. And then also, the earpiece thing, that thing was a flop to me. Everybody tried to defend it when I put out that video, but it's a flop, man. Nobody wants to pay $150 just to have a headphone jack that's supposed to be a high quality DAC. Build it into the phone. Ceramic and titanium sounds great, but for some reason that phone just didn't take off. And at the time, you got to wonder, was it really priced too high? Or was everybody else so caught up into, because I bought it at full cost when it first came out, and it was totally blowing other phones away. It was the best hardware ever. And it still today is some of the best hardware. But the media controls things, and that's what happened in the tech community. A few people said it was bad, and the whole internet said it was bad, when in actuality the phone wasn't bad, because it was the comeback kid of the year. And that phone deserved so much more, in my opinion. And it was only a few of us really rocking with it hardcore, and then when it started to drop in price and got the updates, everybody wanted to come back and say it was a great phone. Nonetheless, the PH-2, if that's what they're working on, they don't say that they're working on another phone, they just say mobile. So I'm really hoping that they do it right this time. Price it competitively. Throw everything in there. Just throw it all in there. Wireless charging, IP rating. Make it official, man. Put it right in line with the other phones. Give it a sweet design. You know what I'm saying? I know it'll have a great design, because the design on the Essential phone PH-1 is awesome. So you got to give it a design that is going to stand out from everybody else. They kind of started the whole revolution of switching to that smaller cutout, in my opinion. Even if they didn't do it first, they did it right. So I just feel like the Essential, it's hard to support something when you don't know if they're gonna even care about themselves. Like I said, they put out that statement saying, we're gonna go ahead and work on our next project. We're not working with that anymore. The fact that they put out a statement like that, it leaves them an out. So if they don't do another smartphone, then so what? We told you we weren't doing another smartphone. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of strange that they, companies would do. Just go with it. If you're gonna put out something else, just put it out. But companies probably feel the peer pressure of the internet. The internet, you can't hide anything from the internet. The people will jump on, trust me, I know. People jump online and say all kind of ugly stuff about you. And you just be like, okay, whatever. You know, and the Essential company, you know, and it's a shame the person who started Android, you would think he would have a better takeoff and startup with his own company and his own brand. It's kind of strange, man. It's money and all that, and politics and everything that gets behind people, shutting other people down from making it successful. It all comes around to you, man. So I just kind of feel like the Essential Phone crew, y'all need to step it up. If you're going to do another mobile phone, just do another mobile phone. You know what I'm saying? Or do a tablet, do something to keep yourselves relevant, because the Essential Phone is actually a really great phone. And now on Amazon, they selling it for like $400 or $500. They're trying to bump the price back up, you know. They're not depleting that inventory, you know. It's a few people on there. I don't know if that's directly from Amazon or if it's other sellers trying to capitalize, but you know, the phone is good. And I really hope that Essential makes a choice to do something different than what the crowd is doing. Don't do the big cutout at the top. Keep your small cutout at the top, but you know, move it to the left, move it to the right. You know, do something. You know, don't do the dual camera setup like this on the back for, you know, just because everybody else is doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, make yourself original again, because the Essential Phone PH-1 was original. You know, people crack jokes about them. It's essential, but it doesn't have a headphone jack. I would think that's essential. You know, you gotta navigate through the tech world, and you gotta be sleek about it, because the vultures are always gonna be there to attack you. You know what I'm saying? Even when you're doing the better than another company. So Essential, you got to step your game up, man, because you got companies like Xiaomi who's bringing boss phones like this for less. You know what I'm saying? So if you're in the know, you're in the know. If you know about Xiaomi phones, you know, you just know. I don't really pay attention to what the internet says. People, oh, that phone isn't good, Jay. All right, if you say so. You keep spending $1,000 every time, popping your collar, $1,500. You know what I'm saying? For a phone. Yeah. There's a lot of good phones out there, and Essential Phone is one of them. The company itself, I hope they bounce back. You know, I don't think they really fell off like people say they did, but I hope they bounce back and stop putting out these lame comments about, oh, you know, we're gonna, these statements just to please the media or try to throw people off. Put out the product if you're gonna put it out. That's it. You know? So what do you think about the Essential Phone stopping, or their little comments that they've made about, we're done, we're not replenishing stock for this? What do you think about that how the direction of the company that's doing with Essential? What do you think they should do, and what do you think about what they're doing right now? It's your man Jay. The news.